Before starting our video, a short introduction about India. You all know India is incredibly complex and diverse. India doesn't even need much of an introduction. Everybody has known about India. It's huge, it's large, it's colorful. Cricket lovers, Bollywood, music, historical culture, tradition, languages, largest democracy, largest constitution, masalas and many more in India. The Republic of India is a country in South Asia. It is the second most populous country, the seventh largest country by land area, and the most populous democracy in the world, bounded by the Indian Ocean on the south, the Arabian Sea on the southwest, and the Bay of Bengal on the southeast. It shares land borders with Pakistan to the west, China, Nepal, and Bhutan to the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar to the east. In the Indian Ocean, India is in the vicinity of Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Its Andaman and Nicobar Islands share a maritime border with Thailand and Indonesia. Now, let's begin on our topic.
US and China tend to dominate country when it questions about the strongest economy in the world. But India started change of their focus based on their incredible economic growth over the past decade. And India has limitless potential for the future, but it is realistic to think that India, which some still consider being a developing nation, could overtake the most dominant country in the world and the world top producer anytime in the near future. Today we will consider this possibility and look at several factors that either push India in that direction or fall back. But at first, discussion a little background.
Hello, Taru. Hey viewers, welcome to our channel. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe now and hit the bell icon. Like, share and comments also.
The United States has maintained their top position since 1870. Still in 2020, US consistently maintaining top position with a new number of GDP. That total number is 21.81 trillion US dollar. In the other hand, China is a new player in this field of the largest economic country in the world. It's having the second spot now with the total number 14.81 trillion US dollar. If you look at the largest economies by nominal GDP in 2020, you can see after US and China in the third spot is Japan, then Germany, UK, and then you will find India is the sixth position with the GDP 2.59 trillion US dollar. Just looking at this number, it seems ridiculous to ask whether India could overtake both US and China without not mention the other three countries in between to become the strongest economy in the world. But the real story here is you can found in the economic growth rate. If we skip about coronavirus pandemic losses in 2020 for few minutes, as to see the nominal report by Statista, which is a German-based company specializing in market and consumer data. You can see here, according to the Statista estimated in 2020, India fell minus 10%, but in the next year, even until 2025, India again growing up with average 7 to 8%. Of course, India faced huge losses during coronavirus pandemic, but no doubt it will overcome within a short time. As because if we go with 2018 nominal GDP report, we can see US grew only 2.9%, China grew by 6.5%, and India had the fastest growing economy in the world with a 7.4% growth rate in 2018. This number gain even more significance when you realize that American 2.9% growth rate is their highest in a decade, while India on the other hand has led the world in economic growth rates for several years and is expected to continue to do so. Just one glance at this chart shows you how consistently India's economy has been growing. But let's now take a look at from history how the Indian economy got to this position, how India can become one of the world's top economy. India gained its independence from the United Kingdom in 1947 and quickly implemented a closed economy where they focused on the major industries fields including mining, banking, insurance and telecommunications without relying on international trade. But the government failed to implement successfully strict regulations, and when corruption became a major problem, close economic growth and massive poverty. And when in 1991 brought the collapse of the Soviet Union, one of the India's primary trade partners, and the Gulf War rise oil price, and then India bailed out by the International Monetary Fund with a 1.8 billion US dollar loans. Under the condition, they implement major economic reforms. This led to the liberation of India's economy. India's market were opened up to foreign competition, and restriction on foreign investment were implemented. This opened up opportunities for India's entrepreneurs who now get funding from investors around the world. India had established a free market economy, and its GDP began to grow significantly year after year. Indian entrepreneurs embracing changes in the IT sector in a big part of this country's growth. In 2020, revenues topped 191 billion US dollars from the IT sector alone. The increases in technology-based businesses will continue to play a vital part in Indian economic growth. But now let's see what else is working in India's favor. Now, reasons why India may become the largest economy. India's primary asset is its people, and country has plenty of them with a population of over 1.3 billion people. India comes behind only China on the list of world's most populated countries. But there is one important difference between two countries' population. India's people are generally much younger than Chinese aging population. In fact, about India has more than 50% of population below the age of 25 and more than 67% below the age of 35 in 2020. The United Nations expects India's population may beat China by 2024. From the start, India's economy always based on the service sector, agricultural sector and majorly in informal sector. Because of India's highest workforce, it has high potential to become a manufacturing hub like Vietnam or China, and India already started to work on it. The latest data by Reservation Bank of India in December 2020 is estimated India total exported 348.49 billion US dollar, which is decreased 12.65% from the previous year. 2019 was 535.45 billion US dollar because of impacted by worldwide coronavirus pandemic. But if we see last year, India's trade deficit was 95.48 billion US dollar, but in 2020 it comes in India's favor with trade surplus 5.22 billion US dollar. But poverty is still a widespread problem in India, with 12.4% people living below the international poverty level, which means they live on less than 1.9 US dollar per day. However, between 2015 to 2016, a total of 271 million Indians moved out from poverty. This means the poverty rate was cut almost half in this 10-year period. This trajectory is a positive sign for the strength of India's future economy. Another piece of the puzzle for India's potential economic growth is increased urbanization. Today, 50% of India's workforce is employed in the agricultural sector, but low wages and the decline in land fertility have begun to gradually people drive from rural areas to seek better opportunities in the cities. By 2050, it is expected that over 830 million people will live in India's city centers. According to the World Bank, urbanization boosts economic growth by increasing demand for both urban businesses and agricultural products, which help to reduce poverty overall. However, urbanization could have a negative effect also if their proper infrastructure is not put in place and if there are not enough jobs available for the growing workforce, which brings the challenges India is facing with growing economy. In this topic, economics predict that China will become the largest economy in the world by 2030, and India has the potential to surpass both the US and China by 2050. But the economics are dynamic and complex, and they are affected by numerous factors like population, world events, international politics, and industry trends. But the question is it is possible for India to become world largest economy in the world? The answer is yes. Will if India do everything which is necessary to sustain their growth and make it happen, we will have to wait and see for India's potential for the future.
So viewers, now that we are wrapping up this topic, we'd love to know your opinion. Please let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video. Let us know your opinion in the comments.